Byron has a question here real quick. So he says, which one on my channel is like my absolute favorite is Tony's. And I shared that about a year ago. It's the one that's called most epic home theater I've ever experienced. And the biggest reason, I'm going to share this in a video. I don't have any like footage, like current footage, because that was the one we didn't get a chance to get to during this trip. But Tony has incredibly immersive sound. It's a full JTR system. Absolutely incredible. His Atmos is like, I mean, it's way better than mine. There's no doubt, way better. And he's using full speakers, like what Chano was like, hey, you need to get them.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Those sound way better than my in-ceiling speakers.
Probably has an Oro setup.
He doesn't. His Atmos. No, his Atmos all the way.
just keep poking the bear.
Yeah,
just kidding.
It ain't gonna work. But the cool thing too, though, so Tony just has the whole package. He's got great sound, beautiful picture. See, I don't go south like that. Beautiful.
That was a double.
Beautiful picture, but he's got D-box seating, which I always thought was hokey. You know what I mean? You go to
I had never heard of that. I'd never heard of that until I saw that video of yours, and I didn't watch all of it. I'd watched that part because I was like, it made me think of like the butt kicker, like the tactile things, but like on steroids is what it made me think of. Yeah.
So think about this. All right, he showed me a scene of Broken, and so Broken, they're in these old, I don't know, let's just say, I don't know what war it was, but let's say it's the World War II planes, and at one point the plane starts to dive. And right as it starts to dive, dude, your seat leans forward. It's just so subtle, but it's like completely immersive. Then you jump over to something like Fury. And the Fury's got these huge, massive tanks. Yeah. Every time the tank just boom. Well, guess what? If you were in the tank, you're going to naturally, that tank's going to move backwards. Your seat, it's like, oh my gosh.
How does that work?
So there's, on his are different. So they have a consumer grade one that has 3 hydraulics underneath. Yeah. So the one that's available to the open public right now, kind of their more affordable one, I think Tony said that the back part of the chair is stationary. So it can go, I think like the front can lift up or down, and the front can tilt sideways, left and right, but the back is always stationary. Well, on his seats, he's got the up and down on the front, tilt side to side, but the back can raise up. So technically, his whole seat can bounce up and down. You guys, like say for instance, if you were driving like in a Fast or Furious 9 or whatever, and they're going across, and it's real bumpy, well, the whole dang seat could be moving. So it's crazy. But on top of that, he's got this wind program. So the guy that had that, Nick, that had his home theater in the apartment. So Nick's a programmer, and Tony said, I got an idea. How could we incorporate wind into my home theater? And so Nick wrote a program. So they physically would go through, let's say the podcast race scene in the Phantom Menace, I think it was.
Yeah.
So when he fires up the I don't know what you call
crappy movie, the pod racer.
Okay, yeah. All right. So I was trying to think of Ford versus Ferrari. That's a better one.
Okay.
So Ford versus Ferrari. Let's say you've got a scene where the announcers are talking, and then it cuts to him driving, and he's in a convertible. Well, he literally has fans up in the front. The left one hits the left person. The center one that's laid horizontal hits the center person, and then the right one hits the person in the right. So they're aimed directly. The fan has 4 speeds, so he can do eco mode, low, medium, and high, but he has to manually time it to where that air hits you at the right time, and it shuts off at the right time. Dude, when done right, it was not gimmicky at all. It was incredible. So to answer your question, what's the most incredible one? That one by far, just because of everything. I've seen bigger screens. I've heard louder systems, and his just literally just all around, just an incredible
fully immersive
movie experience.
I believe that it was super immersive, but you do know you look ridiculous, like moving around like that, right?
I don't care.
I'm just saying, like,
it makes me think of a game.
The lights are off.
Hey, so you guys got kids? Yeah. Like, you go to Chuck E. Cheese. Remember they have those virtual roller coaster things? That's what it makes me think of. Like, you're looking at a big screen, you're shaking around, doing like this.
It adds a level of immersion that you can't get at the movie theater. Even when the bay doors open in that same movie in Broken, so the bottom part of the plane opens up and they're about to drop the bombs. Well, think about it. If you were standing there, you would feel the air rush in. Well, now he's got wind that hits you right at that time. It's like, dude, that's incredible. So,
yeah. Now, there's somebody saying about the water sprays. Actually, it's funny. The other day, we were watching I had my kids watching like a VR roller coaster.
Thanks, Adir.
You know what I mean? And then I just put them on. I just had them on here, and I was just moving them around and Angela was spraying them with water. So
nice.
Okay, so
that much you guys, when your kids are like 4 or 5, you know?
Have you guys ridden Soarin' at Disney World or Disneyland?
I haven't.
What? Okay, Soarin'. Yeah, I can't believe you guys. At least Soarin'. I can't believe. Yeah, it's like you're flying.
I don't go to Disney World.
They lift you up in this. So you walk in, you sit in these seats, and then it's like stadium seating because it lifts you up and it's an arc, right?
Okay.
And then puts you in front of a big like IMAX type screen, and the notion is that you're flying around. And in one case, it's the United States, the other one is the world. You know, depending on which one you did.
Yeah, cool.
But they had all right. So Angela, do you remember like when they sprayed like the orange smells of the clovers and all that stuff, and they will spray you with a little bit of mist? That's when you're describing this. I'm like, this dude built Soarin' in his house, basically.
Yeah.
Like, and I think they had that at Universal Studios, where on the Simpsons ride when they had like the baby, and then you smell like baby powder, right?
Yep.
See, now you guys have written that stuff. Yeah. All right, whatever. I quit, all of you. I will say that I think that the wind and stuff might be a little bit much for me.
I'll be honest.
But here's the thing. I think it's cool.
Gimmicky, dude.
You got like fart smells.
Here's the thing. He didn't even tell me he installed it. He's like, he just started going through demos. And then when it hit, I was like, what the heck? But it was, like I said, it has to be timed perfectly. And Tony's a perfectionist. So, I mean, it's like, it's going to hit you when it needs to hit you. And it's going to hit you at the appropriate like volume. So there were some demos we were watching where wind was just crazy violent. Well, of course, the fan is on full blast.
What happens if you watch like a love story on that system?
Like, I don't know. Depending on what kind of love story you watch.
Puts his arm around you. Oh, ooh, yeah. That's what the D box is for.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I'm just saying, man.